Hey guys, it's Bella here this week. I'm sure you're wondering about what the weird setup is. Great question. I'm trying something new and playing piano for you guys this week. Haven't done it in 10 years, but Jackson and Floyd were like, hey, you should try this. And so, I did. So don't judge me if I make some wrong notes. Happens to everyone. But, anyways, this week we are doing Psalm 139. And instead of doing a song that we have sung in Crave Our Intersection, it's actually a brand new song. The song itself isn't new. It's probably about a year old or so. But we've never done it, and I've been listening to it nonstop over the last couple of months. It just really connects with me. I'm a person that in certain seasons of my life, I listen to one or two songs over and over and over again just because they really connect with me. And so this is one of those songs, and I was bugging Jackson for weeks. I was like, Jackson, I know we haven't done this song, but hear me out. I think it's perfect. It's actually based on two verses. One of them is Psalm 139, which is our psalm for this week, and the other is 1 Peter 5:7. And so I just thought that it would be a perfect way, just kind of to end our 8 weeks of covers, but also to prepare for when we get back to, we can have worship again. And I would love to be able to sing this song with you guys. I hope it really connects with you. So the song is called Bigger Than I Thought. It's by Passion. And it's so pretty, so pretty. And it's basically talking about that God is bigger than anything. And Psalm 139 is talking about how God knows us. He knows our thoughts. He formed us and thought of us even before we were created in our mother's womb. He always knew his plan for us. And so he knows us, but he doesn't just know us like we know friends. He knows us on a deep and personal level. We can communicate to him, and sometimes when we don't even have the words, when you're just there and you're like, God, I don't know. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's, I found myself in this place of just crying and not knowing what to say. I'm like, God, I'm hurt, and I don't know what I need. I don't know the words, but here I am. And he sees us, and he takes us, and he gives us the things that we need, even if it's what we don't think we need. Sometimes we're like, God, like, I really don't understand what's going on. He's like, just hold on, walk through this. And it turns out to be exactly what we needed. And that's because he's omnipresent and he guides us along the way. There's never a place where we can run and hide from him that he's not there. Jonah tried and was unable to, and it's the same with us. But anyways, back to the song. 1 Peter 5:7 says, cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. And the first verse of Psalm 139:1 is, you have searched me, O Lord, and you know me. And so the first verse of the song goes, speak to me when the silence steals my voice. And that's what I was saying earlier is, God, I don't have the words. I don't have the words to voice to you, but will you speak to me? Will you comfort me? Will you meet me in this moment? Because you understand me. And it repeats that, and then it says, come to me in the valley of unknowns. And sometimes there's times and seasons where, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what my next steps are, especially if you're maybe changing from middle school to high school or high school to college, or you're trying something new. It's like, I don't really know what's going on here. I've never done this before. Help. And he meets us there because he knows what we need. And it goes on to say, I believe, but help my unbelief. And I think there's times where we're either hoping for something or God has spoken a word to you of, hey, like, this is where I'm leading you, this is where I'm guiding you, but it seems bigger than what we can do. It seems kind of impossible or improbable, and it's just, how? God, how is this going to happen? And sometimes we don't have full faith. Sometimes we don't have full belief, and that's okay. God never expects us to be like, okay, you don't have faith, I'm not going to do this thing. A lot of times it's like, God, I don't know that you can do this. I'm actually kind of concerned that you can't, and even though I know you can because you're God and you can do everything, but I don't understand how this is going to happen. But I choose to trust you. And so it's saying, you know what? Maybe this season sucks. And you say, God, this season sucks, but I trust you. Or maybe it's, God, I don't understand why this is happening, but I trust you. Or, God, please help. I can't do this. I don't have the strength, but I trust that you do. So it's saying it's okay to say, where your season is. Maybe it's great, and it's like, God, this is a great season, and I'm loving life, and I'm so thankful for everything that you're doing. And so I trust you to continue to take that further with me. So it's wherever you are in your season, and it's never just, God, I trust you, but like, this sucks, because that's what you're focusing on. It's, God, this isn't what I expected, and I don't know that I fully believe this or that I fully trust this, but I'm going to choose to try, and I'm going to choose to say that I trust you, because eventually I will. And eventually over time, it's like, you know what? He did it today, so he can do it tomorrow. Or he did that before, so he can do it again. And eventually you do get to a place of bigger faith and bigger trust. And that's what verse 4 is talking about. It says, help me reach the faith that's underneath. And so sometimes we don't know what's actually inside of us, but we have so much deeper than we know. And so there's this level of faith that's underneath, and it's just waiting for us to get there. And it's like, okay, I don't know if I can do it, but help me reach for that and help me get to that place of bigger trust and bigger faith. And the chorus says, I throw all my cares before you, my doubts and fears, they don't scare you. And again, it's what I was talking about. It's, God, I don't know that you can do this. Or, God, this really terrifies me. You want me to go to a new state, or you want me to go into this job, or you want me to go do this, and I don't know that I can. But that doesn't scare you, because you know, and you're bigger than that. And it says, you're bigger than I thought you were. And I think sometimes we put God in this box of what we've seen before, or what we know, or what we think he can do, and it's based on our human understanding. Which is limited because we're not God. And so we're like, okay, this is all that you can do. And we get stuck in that sometimes. And I was like, wait, can't you do all of that? Or you did this in the Bible, so can't you do that? And you raised Jesus from the dead after 3 days, and you raised this man from the dead, and you healed this blind person, and you did that miracle, and you parted the Red Sea. I think if you can do those things, you can probably help me with my situation, no matter how big or small. And we get to rest in that. And the bridge says, I will rest in the Father's hands, leave the rest in the Father's hands. And so it's whenever it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, whatever it is, we take those things and we surrender them, to God. And we say, God, here's this thing. It's either really big, or it's really small, or it's really important, or maybe it's not. It's just like hey, God, I just feel like talking to you, so I'm going to give you my day. But what I like to do, especially in seasons of hardness or sadness, I'm like, God, this is everything that I'm carrying right now. This is everything that my heart holds, all my hurt, all my pain, all my doubt, all my fears, all my guilt, whatever it looks like. And I'm surrendering this at your feet, and I'm choosing to let go. And I literally sit here with my hands open, because we can't give things away when our hands are closed. It's impossible. But when your hands are open, I do it symbolically, just because it helps me remind of, okay, you know what, my hands are open, so God can take this. And it helps me emotionally let go a little bit, and spiritually let go and go, okay, I'm not in control. I like being in control, but I'm not in control. So God, I surrender control down to you, and I choose to trust you. And usually when I'm in that place, he meets me. And sometimes it's a feeling of hope. Sometimes it's just like a gentle word. Sometimes I'm listening to worship music while I do this, and the lyrics just hit really specifically. I'm like, okay, God, you're meeting me here. And so I rest, and it's, okay, God, I'm crying right now, but I'm giving these things to you, and I rest in him. Or, God, I'm really happy right now, and so I'm giving these things to you, to whether you want me to stay here or whether you want me to go somewhere else and do something else, and I'm resting in you, and I'm trusting you, because you're bigger than I thought. So yeah, that's the basic breakdown of the song, that God is bigger than anything we can ever imagine, because we're humans and because our mind and our thought process is limited. But there's nothing that he can't do. There's nothing that he won't do. And he will always do the best for you, because that is what he created you for. He has a plan. And so we get to go along the journey as he guides us to us. And we get to talk to him through it and have conversations, and he's like a person. I talk to him like a person. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. That's okay. Everyone's at a different place. There were times in my life where I thought that was really weird, and so I didn't. But as I've gotten older and as my relationship with him has grown, I talk to him more, especially in my car. I feel like it's my mind is so focused on driving that it's a great place for me to just like let go, and I can usually hear him a little better. But it's God. This is where I'm at. This is the things that I'm focusing on, that are bothering me, that I'm carrying, that I'm excited about, that I can't wait for, that I am super in love with doing right now. And I'm giving them to you because you're in control and you have a plan and you know what lies behind, but you also know what lies ahead. And so you're guiding me there, you're taking me there, and you're bigger than all of those things, and you're bigger than I thought. So yeah, that's the breakdown of our song. I really hope you guys like this song. I love it so much. It's really personal to me right now. So can't wait for you guys to hear me and Jackson do it. Again, don't judge my piano playing because I haven't played in 10 years. And I only did this in a week, but I'm willing to do and try anything for you guys. So I can't wait to hear what you guys think and see you guys soon. Bye.
Speak to me when the silence steals my voice. You understand me. You understand me. Come to me in the valley of unknowns. You understand me. You understand me. You understand me. You understand me. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. I believe, but help my unbelief. You understand me. You understand me. Help me reach the faith that's underneath. You understand me. You understand me. So I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. I throw all my cares before you. My doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop all negotiations with the God of all creation. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger.